Alex,
Yes.
I've got a question for you.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's say you're making your debut, WWE, right? You're going straight in, Raw, done. What are you coming out in? What's your ring attire?
G-string.
G-string, just straight, string.
Biker shorts, probably.
Flossing.
Deep in them gums.
Ooh, man, my dentist's going to be happy about that.
Do not have the confidence for that, but I might be able to have enough confidence for biker shorts.
Okay.
Can't do the briefs.
No, junk hammock.
No.
That's a way to say that.
Getting close to 40, gravity is starting to win some fights, and I can't have one of the huevos pop out.
I think for me, I like the long pants, the real tight, like Seth Rollins-y pants. I want my butt to really show.
Yeah?
But I also want my calves to be covered because sometimes I get cold.
Is it an insecurity thing?
Probably.
You got good calves.
I have decent calves. I'm not looking to calf contests, go to some convention center and some airport hotel and flex my calves for the people.
There is a convention out there for calves. There has to be.
I know there is. Not because I've looked into this, but high suspicion. High suspicion. What can I say?
What's going on, y'all? This is Alexander. You are plugged into the Nerd Companion.
What's going on, Hausen? This is Alexander Hausen from the Nerd Companion Hausen.
You're cursed.
I'm so sorry. No, we're going to be going over 2026 WrestleMania card predictions for WrestleMania. It's going to be happening 18th and 19th. Joined with my buddy Frank.
That's I am here.
It's been a while.
It's been a little bit. Yeah. But we can't focus on that. It's about now. It's about right here.
Let's not unpack that.
Let's talk about all of this WrestleMania business that's been going on, especially recently. We just got done watching SmackDown. It's Friday when you're hearing this. A lot of interesting stuff, a lot of interesting build-up. Silliness, as we all know that I love. I love a good silly with the Danhausen Kit Wilson match. Love it. We need more of it.
Yeah, I think in an unreal era, things are taken a little too seriously.
Correct.
And I feel like most wrestling fans understand what product we're watching, and it doesn't need to be that serious. Let's talk about this Pat McAfee thing, because a lot of people seem to be upset about that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Pat McAfee was the choice. Everything that he's saying, I like it. I think what they're doing is they're trying to create heat, right? You're trying to anger people, because there definitely was a conflict with Randy getting cheers when he's obviously trying to be a heel.
Yeah, clear heel. Yeah.
But I just don't understand why him. And there's nothing about Pat McAfee. I like Pat McAfee.
Oh, I've got no problems with him. I do like it when he's on commentary. I think he brings that fun. Like I said, that's kind of what we were talking about with the Danhausen thing. Like he brings some fun, whether or not if you really like him or not. Like I think on comms he's great, but this little turn thing with Randy is a bit odd. It's definitely out of character for him. But at the end of the day, who am I to say who or what your character should be? So
it's fun watching Pat on the mic. He's definitely funny. He's definitely good with the jabs, as we saw on SmackDown.
Yeah. But just throwing it right at the crowd. And I love that. That's why I like MJF so much, is just that, just everybody's a scumbag. Everybody's below him. I love that.
Yeah.
It's silly because it's like nobody actually really thinks that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But MJF is so good at blurring those lines. We're like, he might just a bad person.
Yeah, he might just actually hate all these people. Very well might. I don't know.
There's no way. He's having so much fun.
And that's the kind of that's what we want. We want fun. And I think they're doing an okay job, WWE. I think they're doing an okay job bringing that fun, bringing that silliness back a little bit. I think they've listened to fans, probably listened to me, because I am important.
Most important.
Yeah, most. I think they're bringing that fun. They're letting their hair down a little bit, and hell yeah, now I'm all for it. I love a good heel turn, and I like a good rage. They're just tearing apart everything. I love that, of course, but we got enough of that. I like a little fun, a little silly. So Pat does bring that, but in this current character that he's kind of portraying, this heel hates everybody, whatever. Yeah, it's a bit odd. to see him in that mindset, or that kayfabe mindset.
Before we get into the card,
Sure.
what things outside of the WrestleMania card are you intrigued by?
Have you ever noticed hummingbirds?
Hummingbirds, yes.
Yeah, they're cool birds. Anyways, so I do believe this is the updated list, but I am not 1,000% sure. From what it sounds like watching SmackDown, it's
Night 1. We'll go as it was listed on the site,
I like
on
it.
several sites.
This
is not the order for which it's happening. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If it is, great. If not, then whatever.
I would assume this list segments night 1, and then it segments the free matches that are on ESPN, and then it goes into like the rest of it.
Right. So ESPN is doing the first couple matches for free.
Yeah.
That's not a product drop.
Just to suck your ass in so you can, pay the money.
I mean,
pay
if
more.
tickets are $7,000, I guess they can dish out a couple of matches out for for free.
For the peasants. All right.
Yo!
So first match listed on the free section of night 1 is the Drew McIntyre versus Jake and Fatu.
This is
Or
one of the
Fatu.
matches that I am super excited about.
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, they're both heavy hitters. They're both big boys. They don't really fly too much, so you're going to expect a lot of
Slappy meats.
slapping chicken breast against chicken breast, just chicken breast on chicken breast crime. So yeah, I mean, we know that Drew's just an absolute lunatic, but yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. There you go. Yes, you got to do the Drew pose. It goes without saying that match is gonna be just an absolute banger. We know that Jacob is just he's a Samoan werewolf. What's cooler than a Samoan werewolf? Also, in Samoa, are there like wolves and stuff? Where do you get this werewolf thing from?
I don't want to surmise or infer anything.
Yeah. No,
I just read a dictionary today, but I imagine that
animals
there's
on
some
them.
sort of like relationship with nature, right? And if you have that relationship with nature, you respect that nature. So having a relationship or relating yourself to an apex predator such as a wolf might be a sign of respect. I don't know where I'm going with that.
No, that's okay. It's kind of like Viking type, like respect, or like Native American, like respect for an animal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think it's a thing of respect. So he's a Samoan werewolf because he respects werewolves. Is that your final stand?
Only werewolves, though.
Are werewolves real?
I know there's dire wolves. I know they released a bunch of dire wolves out, which sounds like a great idea for ranchers out there.
I'll eat them. You ever eat
dire
a
wolf?
wolf?
I'll eat a wolf.
What about dog? Where's the line? Where's your line? Right now, state it.
If you fed me meat and I ate it and I said it was good, and then you told me it was dog,
Yeah.
I would be truthful and say, yeah, it was good. Now, would I go back out and eat it? Probably not.
You going back for seconds?
I'd go back for seconds.
You would go back for a second. Get
No.
the macaroni and cheese plus the dog.
Plus that dog.
I want
Throw that dog flank on
I
that
want
dog.
the tail. I don't want the tail. Too much cartilage. I think I would, but what if I said it was a werewolf that you're eating?
Oh, no, I got to eat that. That's got to be prime meat.
Right. Like lots of latent testosterone
Yeah.
in the meat. So Jacob, yeah, Samoan werewolf, yada I mean, he's gonna go out there, he's gonna yada I mean a lot of that stuff, and he's gonna do a tear. What I don't want is absolutely zero interference from anybody at all from that locker room. It is an unsanctioned match.
You know, that is such a goofy stipulation.
Right.
Is
but
it not?
But
Like,
it is sanctioned because it's like
it's on air.
hard and it's being promoted. And
So
all
why
that.
are we doing that?
I don't know. I think it's just branding.
Well, you're not tricking me.
You're not tricking me or most of the fans, right? Like,
So why can't you just do like a street fight or maybe? Well, I think that's what it is. Unsanctioned is like there's no rules.
I know they'd be using like trash cans and like sticks.
Well,
and
no.
stuff.
So Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens had an unsanctioned match, and they dimmed the lights. They set the mood, but there
Right.
was lots of weapons of mass destruction.
That was an unsanctioned fight or a street fight?
It was unsanctioned.
That was
I remember that was like
unsanctioned
the first time that I heard it in a long time. I was like, oh, what does this
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
It just means there will be blood.
Because when we went for that Christmas show, they had a street fight
The Texas Christmas Street Fight
or
or
some whatever nonsense.
LA Knight and Jimmy Uso.
That's right. Now, that one, I do remember them dimming the lights as well. And they kind of changed the temperature of the lights just a little bit to look just a little bit more like street lights and all that. So,
Did they? I didn't even notice that.
yeah, that was like the first thing I'd kind of noticed there, that everything just turned orange like Matt Cardona. So is he going to come out? Like, is his entrance going to be just bagpipes, or are they going to play his normal?
No, this is
thing?
WrestleMania.
Right. And it's a kind of a big match. So you're thinking live bagpipes and drums, like I don't remember when that was, last year.
I mean, I'm being
sometime.
100% serious now. Drew McIntyre is like he probably gets a lot of flack, but I really like him. If you really want a push, you get in a feud with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that they're going to treat that man with respect. I think, unless he just doesn't want it, but I mean, I don't know. It's WrestleMania. This is like the pageantry goes up to 1,000.
Right. And I mean, there's no title on the line. You know, there's nothing to be like gained from this other than just
I told you so.
I won. Right.
In your face.
Yeah. I'm better than you. My daddy
Well,
man. Whether or not he wants it or not, Drew, you know, it's in record that he has kind of been gypped in the past. We say gypped. In the past on like title shots and like stuff like that. Like that's, you know, when he won Money in the Bank, he cashed it in and instantly lost it. Like
that's the only thing I don't like
That's
about
fun.
Drew's character.
that
He plays. It's the victim thing. I think
Right.
he should just. And I'm not a booker. I'm not a wrestler. So I can't sit here and say this is how you do your character, Drew.
Yep.
You're a freaking professional that's been in the industry for decades. So
Yeah.
and maybe that's the thing, right? Because I think that's the one thing that gets under people's skin that warrants that boo. You know.
Mm.
Otherwise, if he's not doing that, people are going to chant his name. He's going to be that tweener.
Right.
But yeah,
He doesn't want that right now, or at least that's not the direction that seems like they're wanting to go.
yeah.
Regardless, overall, unsanctioned. Appreciate. I think it's just going to be a banger. Blood. We're going to shed blood on the first match.
Yes. Ooh.
We're going to drip it all over that mat, or we're
It's
going
on
to change it up.
ESPN though.
Good.
I don't know what
All
the
there.
I don't know what the
Well, they
what is-
show
what is-
football and stuff, right, on ESPN.
yeah, but that's accidental.
So I accidentally put a blade in my forehead. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry.
This is accident.
Yeah, whoopsies. Look at John Moxley ground beef with a little forehead.
Oh,
Anyways,
God. Spaghetti meatballs.
oh my gosh, bolognese with a side of sauce, extra sauce. Yeah, I don't know what all they're going to be able to show on like ESPN. That's a good point. I didn't think of that, but knowing that they probably, you're probably right. They're probably not going to just go all out and just make it an absolute bloodbath. You know, when John Moxley gets a paper cut,
Like, dude,
bleeds all over.
are
the
you
map.
taking blood thinners, brother?
Here
Like,
he's I think that's gonna be a great match. I think it is a good opener, especially from kind of the business side. You know, you're showing this essentially for free if you are an ESPN customer, whatever. I don't care about the businessy political side, but if I do care about that, like I would want one of these matches, these big matches, to be my opener. That way I can suck you as the customer into purchasing the, you know, next tier or whatever and get the rest of the show. So
I think that's a good one for sure. It's like a good match to put out there for free.
right.
Both of those guys are really good performers.
They're gonna put on a good show for sure. They're gonna
Yeah.
put on a real good show.
Who do you got winning?
Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, just because I feel like it. No real reason. Werewolves are cool. So that's how I pick my
Dude,
favorite.
is there a correlation with Twilight? Jacob was Team Werewolf. He was the
was a
werewolf, bro.
What if it's is his real name?
In the book?
No, like, is Jacob Fatu his real name?
Why you sound like Wade Barrett when you say Fatu?
Fatu. Fatu.
Fatu.
Fatu. I like saying Fatu because it has the word fat in it, and that's what I am. So whatever it might be.
Are we not going to
actual
talk about this
name.
Twilight fucking conspiracy right now?
I'm trying to put it in reverse, Terry. Give me a moment. So with that is an interesting point that you bring up. Werewolves, Jacob. I don't know. That doesn't matter. Who cares? Point is, yes, Jacob Fatu was in Twilight. And he was one of the werewolves. You never saw him change like into like the human guy. And he actually wasn't in high school like with them. What he was is he was that creepy kid who was like 20, 21 years old, but it would still hang around the high schools. Kind of like Matthew McConaughey's character, Days Confused. You know how he worked for the city, but would still hang around with all high school kids. And I do like Days Confused as a movie.
And Matthew McConaughey,
Dope.
I respect him. I think he's a good actor.
I think he's an actor.
He is an actor.
Yeah.
He is a human.
Anyways, go on. I'm trying to get it off the rails as much as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so
Matthew McConaughey will in fact be at WrestleMania.
yes, he will be
he will be with Jacob Fatu.
Yes, he will come out
Fatu,
and because it's unsanctioned, he's going to come out in a Lincoln Continental, and he's going to just be the Lincoln lawyer. So yes, no, I think that match is going to be great. It's going to be a great opener.
This is what so the thing I wanted to talk about with this match is that I'm going to try to steel man you as much as I can and make my best argument with every match.
Please.
But I do think that Jacob Fatu will win. The only thing I don't like that they do with Drew McIntyre is that they're making him the fall guy to push people. And I'm sure that's a great, respectable position in WWE because they trust Drew. They trust him, right? I just want to see Drew do more. But that's not to say that he's not happy with where he's at or happy with his role.
I think we should get him on. We should get him on the pod, and then we'll just ask the hard-hitting questions.
When he comes on, we have to play Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac.
Yes.
But you know
I got So, yeah. Drew, whether or not he likes the position that he's in, he is in that position to push people. I don't know the guy. So the second match that ESPN is allowing people to see for, quote, free
This is probably the least exciting match on there. And it's a shame because all of these wrestlers individually, I absolutely love.
Yeah.
There's just no, they just threw this one together.
Yeah, I do feel like it does feel thrown together, and I don't really know if there's been a massive story with all 6 of these fellers, but it does seem kind of random the way that it has all came together. You know, you got the whole Vision deal with Logan Paul, which I'm coming around to be. It's fun to watch. Let's put it that way. I don't like the gentleman. He's gained a little
doing
respect.
his job.
He's gained a little respect. Yeah, because I mean, as a big outsider, and you just pop in because you like it, and then all of a sudden you get this big pop in.
He literally has top 3 best looking finishers.
I thought you were going to say something else about best looking. But yeah, best looking finishers. Remind me.
The pulverizer.
Is that almost?
No.
Okay. I like how athletic he is. I like the absolute troll kind of nature that he brings to the crowd. Love a good.
Watch this.
Just addressing the crowd and just calling them absolute, like, oh yes, yeah. It's good. It's good.
That is freaking beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's good.
It's beautiful. But the only,
have you ever thought? No.
What is the deal with the pulverizer? The only thing is that you have to wrestle somebody that is comfortable with doing that kind of acrobatics for you to do that move.
And right? I believe that
you can't do that with Omos.
Just showed me was AJ Styles.
Correct.
Is that correct? So the gentleman can bounce, as the kids say. So he's coming around. He's gaining a little bit of respect. I like how he interacts, and I just like how he's just a complete butthead, which who he is. He's doing his job. He's gaining a little respect. He's doing wrestling full time now. He's showing up to random, just shows and not wrestling, but maybe cutting a promo or whatever. And that shows a lot of commitment from his part. So yeah, you got the Vision, you got Logan Paul doing his thing, which it's good, whatever, respects. You got Austin Theory in there, which admittingly for me, I haven't watched a ton of him, just like, honed in and watched his stuff since he came back.
He's a really good seller.
I liked him before he got hurt and he left for a little while.
Yeah.
Like I they were pushing him pretty hard. I liked his kind of just complete mentality and all that.
Yeah, no, he's. I think those two pair very, very well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you got like this person. It's all one word. I Show Speed.
I've never heard of him.
I legitimately have only heard of this person when they showed up at was it Royal Rumble, right? When they come in at like number 30 2 years ago or whatever.
I think he left 30.
Insta. I don't know him. A lot of people do know him. A lot of people watch videos. Obviously,
he's really
popular.
athletic.
He's very athletic. I have seen, when he has showed up at shows and stuff like that. He is very athletic.
I think he's going to do something crazy in this match.
Like swanton off the rafters like crazy. Maybe with a zip line.
We're going to get close.
Logan Paul? You think Logan Paul's going to come in on a zip line? He ain't done that in a while. Anyways.
Shawn Michaels got mad when he did it.
Ooh.
Too soon?
You can't be stealing a man's move like that.
Too soon.
So yes, you got Logan Paul, Theory, I Show Speed, huge pop for all those guys. we'll kind of see what I Show Speed kind of does and what his role is going to be on this little
So
team.
my thing with the 6-man tag team match was like, there's not really like a stipulation. There's not like really anything there for me to be invested in the match. I can see why Logan, Austin, and I Show Speed are on a team, but I cannot for the life of me figure out why LA Knight and Jay and Jimmy are on the same team, other than maybe mutual respect. I
agree. It is an odd pairing, but I'm trying to think. Like,
and it's nothing against those wrestlers. Like I really like those wrestlers. It's
phenomenal. We all love LA. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It is an odd team. I think my biggest problem personally with like a 6-man tag match is that it's freaking busy. Like there's just a lot going on like, during a match.
Yeah.
Like a rumble. Like I like a good rumble, but like let's face it, it gets very busy, very quick. With it being a tag, it's not going to be as busy, but there's still going to be a lot of bodies just there. And they're all going to be doing things on the side of the ring.
And the last 3 minutes are going to be insane.
Yeah. LA Knight's not going to have a leg at the end of this. It's going to be crazy. Spoiler, sorry. So that match is going to be interesting to kind of see. They got good talent. Each individual one of these people, other than the I Show Speed guy that I haven't really seen too much of, other than his athleticism. All 6 of them together. I mean, it's going to be good, but we'll see. We'll have to see. That one's a little bit harder to pin down just because there is so many bodies.
Who do you got?
Man, I think I might have to go the Vision with Logan Paul, Austin Theory, I Show Speed.
I'm not even stealing, man. I think LA Knight and the Usos are going to win that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. 100%.
All right. In that case, I think that the Usos, this is Jimmy and Jay and La Knight, are going to win the match. No, I'm kidding. I was
going to try. I was already trying to, the gears are going to say, all right, I got to sell this. Okay.
No, I think the Vision and I Show Speed are going to walk away with it. Again, nothing on the line.
Right.
Nothing but bragging rights. Like, so we don't have to worry about any of the junk with the champion and the belt and all that. So we don't have to worry about any of that. But again, first hour will be on ESPN. So you don't want to give all your goods away for free.
I think you might be right. Because I think what it might come down to is that the Usos and the Vision might have a tag match at SummerSlam.
Okay.
Like a rematch.
That's interesting. All right. Okay. But do you think it'll be like Seth Rollins instead of?
Well, let's do that as the next match then.
All right. So, yeah. First hour, you're going to get those 2 matches. It's going to draw you in. It's going to make you a little interested. You see 6 bodies running around the ring doing things crazy. Like, yeah, you might be a little interested. So from a business standpoint, sure. Yeah. 2 great matches for free, whatever. But pay up if you're going to watch these next ones, such as Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Now, again, no title, no nothing.
Not even a story.
Really, I was going to say, I don't know like a backstory or a build-up necessarily. I mean, I know that Gunther wants to just absolute pop up powerbomb the world, and that's okay with me.
I think Gunther is doing this so he can get his match with Brock and retire Brock.
Okay, you think that's the ultimate goal here?
I think that's what I think it's like the season premiere of Gunther's story towards Brock.
Okay.
However, I don't like this pairing because Seth Rollins is a top boy, and I just think that I don't think it necessarily hurts Rollins if he loses, but I don't think it does him any favors either. Like, I don't know how, other than like, because when you look at Gunther, like he's a heel like on the mic, but when it comes to his in-ring, game plan, he's not a heel other than just like not letting up, and like he'll pin you and then pull you up because he just wants to beat the shit out of you more. Mm. But he's not like a cheater, right? So like if you beat Seth Rollins clean like that, I feel like if you're going to move the meter in any way, whether Seth Rollins wins or loses, like I think he hurts. I think you move the meter the most if he loses with Seth. If he wins clean.
Is this Seth's first match back? Like official?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's my whole issue with it. It's like the match to me, I feel like can hurt either or. Because if Seth Rollins wins, then that hurts Gunther's like trajectory to being like this big monster. In my mind, there's no way that Seth Rollins wins this match.
Yeah.
Which sucks because Seth Rollins is my favorite wrestler. So like for me to
hot take. No, I mean, yes, it is an odd match. Like 90% sure they've done this a couple times before.
These two?
Yeah.
Have they wrestled before?
I can't tell you.
I don't think they've wrestled before.
I'm not 1,000% sure.
I feel like they've kept them away.
Really?
With hardly any interaction.
I just feel like they've both been in the same roster there for a while.
I mean, it's bound to happen at some point.
In a long while. I mean, what, Walter leave NXT?
Like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Has it only been that long? It doesn't matter. Point is
2021.
Yeah.
And immediately got the Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm. And then just kind of put it on the shelf and just let it sit there forever.
Was it 666 days? Mark of the Beast?
I'm
probably making that up.
So yeah, odd matching, but I do enjoy both of their in-ring performance. I love Gunther. Just no surprise. I do like his stuff. I like his character. I like
So what hurts me the most about the powerbomb, specifically with Gunther, is that when he does it, he pins you immediately and just crushes your back. Like he stacks you. And I'm like, my God, my lower back. Like it hurts me every single time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the stack hurts more than the powerbomb.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very possible. I mean, especially right after that kind of thing, right after that powerbomb. So, I mean, I guess in saying that, what do you think the most painful wrestling move would be? Like in real life? Like, yes, it's, all kayfabe, but like there's some of the stuff is not. Like, we just watched a guy get beat with a belt. Like, there's no way to really fake that. So
that's got to be up there.
Like get beat with a belt?
Yeah, slap with a belt over and over again. I got my ass whooped millions of times.
With the belt, leather belt.
Yeah.
From Dillard's.
Like testing that thing in the closet?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not going to work.
Yeah, no. I want a little too flop. Yeah, so getting beat with like a belt or something like that.
I feel like the power bomb, like you're definitely getting smacked on the ground.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, I guess you can kind of brace with your feet, but that's only going to bleed off so much like momentum because then the rest of your body's coming down and hitting you there. So I don't know. I've always thought like a coup de grace or some sort of frog splash, like something like that would be.
If you mess it up, yeah.
Yeah, like that seems like.
Sometimes whenever they don't land that moonsault right and they have that knee kind of hit the face, like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, that's never.
I mean, but then again, that can go on to like potential of it going wrong and it hurting you as the person is high for like that move.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be the person giving my knee to the face than the person receiving the knee to the face. So.
Speak for yourself, but I do feel like a Mexican Destroyer is pretty bad too.
One of my favorite moves.
It's one of my. I do enjoy it. It looks like it hurts, but more importantly, I'm staring at a Penta mask right now. He's staring at me right in my eyeballs, like he's about to drop one on me. But it has a very high potential of going wrong, and going wrong really quickly.
Yeah.
If you don't get that. And Penta doing it on the freaking apron. Like, he just don't care.
I have Gunther winning.
Yeah. Yep. I'm sorry. We're going to agree.
Seth Rollins is going to win.
Yeah. Seth Rollins is going to win. Probably not going to win. I think it's going to be Gunther.
No, Seth is going to win. And Gunther actually is not going to win. He's actually going to go back down to NXT where they'll use him kind of like they did with Corbin and then eventually release him.
You think they're going to eventually release him? I think he's going to get sent back down to NXT. And he's going to absolutely murder like the whole roster down there. They're not going to have a roster. No,
Gunther's winning.
Yeah, Gunther's going to win. And that's not saying anything about Seth, but I don't know. He's fine. He's very talented, but he's not my favorite. And this is what this is all about. It's about favorites. What do you know about Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, that he was honest as shit.
Yeah, Honest Abe is what they called him, right?
I think so.
Did you know that motherfucker is one of the pioneers of the chokeslam?
I mean, he was tall, right?
He was very tall, but more importantly, he was a championship wrestler in high school, of whatever style they had.
Roman Greco?
Now, I'm not going to say that because I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming yes, as far as I know.
I don't know.
But anyways, yes, like in that, there was speaking of unsanctioned match, it was basically somebody was talking mad shit to Abe. This is back in his 20s, back before, he wore the top hat. Him and this other dude was like, you don't hit, you suck at just everything. And Abe's like, nah, I don't suck. So then they start fighting. They start fighting, and the other guy, he starts to kind of fight a little dirty. I don't know specifically, but he was just kind of just wrestling kind of dirty. So Abraham Lincoln was like, yo, fuck this guy, man. Like, I'm starting to get pissed off at this dude because he's like not wrestling the way that you should. I'm a championship wrestler. I know how to freaking wrestle. This guy doesn't know how to wrestle. So he finally gets fed up and just picks this dude up and just with choke slam. Bop. True story.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, but
And he was president.
he was a great president. One of the best. I'd probably say probably the GOAT. I think he's the GOAT of the presidency. So going back to the start of the, you can't see this if you don't have the premium Super Plus Max ESPN or whatever.
Or don't want to pay $7,000 for a ticket to WrestleMania.
According to this list and a couple lists that we saw, is apparently going to be the undisputed WWE Championship match between the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton, who has all of a sudden turned into a bad guy. It's very well documented. I don't like Cody Rhodes, but that's just because kind of what Randy said tonight. He's kind of fake in a way.
Fake out.
Like just very like a flat wall. Just kind of just like, I don't know. I don't buy any of this pseudo underdog like nonsense and whatnot. And yeah, kids freaking love him, as they should, because as a child, I probably would freaking love him.
Yeah.
But for me, he's just not like my super favorite, which is fine. And at the end of the day, Randy Orton looks like a massive chicken breast.
That boy big.
He's a large guy. Let's put it this way. You don't want to be sitting between like him and I don't know, like Obafemi, like on a Southwest flight.
No.
Like you don't want to be in that middle seat.
No.
You don't want to be 13B.
I refuse to sit in the middle.
You refuse to sit in the middle?
Refuse.
Okay, that's fine. Now, so at the end of the day, Randy Orton's big. He has a heel turn. They're really trying to push that.
But they can't fight the cheers, though. That's the thing.
People love him, as it turns out. And at the end of the day, we all can't be good heels. He's always kind of been a heel.
Not really. I mean,
he's a legend killer. Like the first introduction, he came out just was taking out everybody.
Yeah. But I'm saying like over the past like 3 years, like no.
Sure. No. Yeah. No. The past couple of years since he came back,
he's been a cheerleader for 3 years.
He's been the opposite of what he is. Although, still has a lot of I don't know, flavor from that old kind of character. But he's never done a lot of these drastic changes, like face heel, or something like that. He's always kind of been like happy medium, I feel like. And this recent kind of heel turn was just a tiny push to that heel side versus his face side, which I don't know. I like it. I want him to tear apart the entire world, though. That whole RKO everybody, come on.
I think Pat McAfee's going to catch one.
He going to catch some hands?
Pat McAfee, yeah.
Better get his catches mitt because he about to catch some hands like that.
We're punted away. Or he was a king.
RKO off the top rafter. Top of the Allegiance.
So there was, I was thinking that maybe Cody's going to go for the
Cody cutter?
Yeah, not the cut, or where he like bounces off the rope and tries to cut him, and it's going to turn into an RKO.
No, I guess that's never really happened before, huh? Because they've always kind of been boys. But I could see that. Kind of like a 1D, 3D type of operation, but only one side. It kind of bounces. I don't know. It'll be interesting to kind of see that match. It's obviously going to be big. I mean, it's for the whole kid and caboodle, the whole cannoli, the large calzone, whatever you want to call it. But it is going to be a big match. I guess in the grand scheme, as far as placement on the card, if this list is true and it is the first one, technically the third match of WrestleMania.
That's a bad placement.
That is an interesting placement. Now, I mean, obviously they're drumming it up and it's going to be big, but like it is an odd place on the card.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Cody to go first because he's done that many times, right? Like he's always been like other people can take the main event. Do with that with what you will. It just seems like a really awkward spot to put it.
Who do you have?
I just want to steal Manu.
I want Randy, but that's because I don't like Cody Rhodes.
I think Randy Orton's going to win, but I'll just play Cody Rhodes wins. Cody Rhodes wins by...
Why?
To go heel.
Cody Rhodes is going to go heel all of a sudden?
Yeah. He's tired of this shit.
You think this blonde-haired, blue-eyed, looking like he just stepped off of an 1862
He's tired of people like you.
train.
He's tired of
with
people
his
like you.
pocket watch.
Yeah.
Fake pocket watch, by the way. There ain't no real pocket watch in there.
Does
but
it
he
tick?
got the chain.
Does
I
it
don't know.
tick?
But do it fart, though?
It does.
So-
No, I think
he's going to freaking lose, and then all of a sudden he's going to become a heel.
no, I think he's gonna win, and he's gonna win with heelish tendencies. No, we're talking. I mean, so we can go back in the history of his championship matches and him kind of winning by morally gray standards.
Okay.
Kevin Owens,
Sure.
Drew McIntyre, right? Kind of using the belt, but I think if he's gonna go heel,
Okay.
he's gonna turn heel, and he's gonna do it in a way that he will do it, right? And what that looks like, I don't know. My rationale for Cody going heel is that he's tired of people saying the things that Pat McAfee is saying.
Sure.
He's tired of what the IWC, the internet wrestling community, is saying about him. Like, you know, he's vanilla, or like booking has been not good, or like just people talking bad about him, right? And so he's like, you know what? Screw all of you. I tried to do the right thing with you guys. I put in the most work for you guys. I've signed all your kids' autographs. I've done all the right things, and you still treat me this. You boo me with Cena. He's tired of it. He's tired of it. You're starting to see it with kind of like these shoot promos whenever he was talking about Pat McAfee last SmackDown, and he left without high-fiving any of the kids. He just stormed out. You saw the same thing kind of like today. Although he was in the moment, he's mad, right? He's not going to come like be mad and turn around and go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Where's my?
But I can rationalize why he would do that. If he did it, I wouldn't be so surprised. Like, well, why they do that? Why? That doesn't make any sense. It would make more sense than Pat McAfee coming in to stir the pot. And that's not to say anything bad about Pat. Like he's entertaining. He's hot on the mic. But it makes more sense than bringing Pat for this feud.
I think we've all kind of come to the conclusion that we're going to go against each other here. Randy Orton's definitely going to win. It would be a nice treat to see Randy in that spot. I didn't really watch him back in the day. So I think that giving him another kind of run would be fun. He ain't got to keep it for long, and he probably won't when he does win it. But
if he does, who's the next guy?
No, I would say Trick Williams, but he's gonna win the U.S. title from Sammy. But we're gonna
Spoiler
get on that.
alert.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I read the backstage notes from WWE. We'll talk about that later. So Randy's gonna win. We all know that, and we're all cool with that. But Cody Rhodes he's gonna lose, and then he's gonna get his contract's gonna be null and void, and then he's just gonna leave, and then probably like not do it ever again, like wrestling. But that's okay. So I mean. We were talking about earlier the placement of this match on kind of the overall card, and I will say it is a weird placement. However, again, according to this list, the next match is the Women's World Championship. So also another big match because I feel like that's been pushed around. That title's been pushed around a ton, according to my other list here. 202 days, but
Almost a year. And how many matches has she wrestled?
I can't even tell you.
And that's
probably not many.
Yeah, but that's nothing bad to say about Stephanie. It's just
she's
what are we
phenomenally talented.
What are we doing at this booking?
But they're doing that thing that they were doing back in the day that everybody didn't like. 202 days is a long time. Well, I mean, it's a long time in real life, but this wrestling stuff as well. 202 days. That's the longest reigning right now. Title holder. Oh, and she got it from EO, which was an unfortunate event. But I do believe that she will drop it to Liv Morgan today, or when this comes on. And again, kind of like what you said, like nothing against her. I think she's phenomenally talented. She came out of nowhere. Well, for me, she came out of kind of nowhere and then just like rocket ships up to the top and then got that. However, this like massive kind of push for Liv, I feel like she's got a little bit more of a pop right now, a little bit, if you want to say that.
I mean, this whole buildup has been brutal between the two. I feel like.
In what way? You have like a
just like their interactions. Like it's been pretty violent.
Great. Like that's
which is the way it should be done.
Should be, yeah.
I got Stephanie over Liv, man.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable.
What's the correct answer? So.
But it is the wrong answer, but acceptable that you were to come to that conclusion. She's just not feeling like she's getting that championship push or momentum, and Liv is definitely getting pushed a little bit harder. So I'm going Liv, not because it's what I want, but it's what's going to happen. Because again, I read the backstage notes. They actually already delivered the belt to Liv's house, which it was delivered by FedEx. They used, what do they call it? Custom Critical. I don't know if you've ever seen that. FedEx has like a special delivery service for very important goods. But they already delivered the belt to Liv Morgan's house. Settled? You think that's sorted? You think that's accurate?
Settled. That's
All right.
settled.
Okay. The fourth match of the paid section, or sixth match in total, is the WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Women's. AJ Lee is defending against Becky Lynch. I feel like they've had a shit ton of build-up for this match.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know the timeline, but like I feel like I have heard about this match happening.
I mean, ever since CM Punk and
1 days, right? Like AJ Lee's had this title
since
41 days, and she got it off of Becky, if my notes are correct. So it is kind of this revenge, thing. And AJ came back out of nowhere and just act like she owned the place.
I think AJ Lee has this match.
For once, I'm going to disagree, but only for the sake of disagreeing and for the sake of conversation. Becky Lynch is going to come out because Becky Lynch has been on an absolute tear. This flip of her character and her persona and all that stuff is what we like to see. Kind of like what we were talking about with Cody Rhodes, just like kind of fed up, and this is just like, all right, you know what, forget you. I've done nothing.
She's the best women's wrestler.
Yeah.
According to Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated did say that. Yeah, I haven't read a Sports Illustrated in a long time, but if they say it, then
it's true.
It has to be true. I don't know how it's true. I don't know how they came to that conclusion. Like, I don't know what their criteria was. Again, didn't read the article or whatever. I mean, yeah, Becky, right?
I mean, I could see it going either way, but I think AJ Lee will win. And the reason why I think AJ Lee, well, we'll get into that later.
So this is the second to last match of the first night is that AJ Lee Becky Lynch match that we were talking about. Good position, I feel like, on the card. Second to last isn't the worst. Personally, I think the worst is like that Seth Rollins Gunther, that like fourth, fifth. I feel like is like, I mean, like by that time you're definitely got to go pee, so you're gonna go pee during, probably the Seth match. Not saying it's boring, it's just an odd position. So yeah, second to last one on that Women's Intercontinental Championship match, and I think it'll probably be a banger. So last match, night one. This one's an interesting one because
is it though?
Off camera, we were kind of discussing that, and we've both come to the conclusion that it's again kind of similar in a way to me than that 6-man tag match with Usos and LA Knight and all them folks. It's just again, it's 4-way match. It's a ton of people. And they just kind of seem like they threw all of them just randomly together.
I feel like they literally have probably better half of the women's roster. I would say probably 80% of the women's roster in WrestleMania in general. And half of them is in this match.
Yeah. So to just kind of recap, it's a fatal 4-way. Nia Jax, Lash Legend. They're defending against Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair.
And these are all good.
And Bayley. And the Bella Twins. Like it is kind of everyone. In this one match.
It's a kitchen sink. Like they're literally throwing everything in here.
So you got Nia Jax. Obviously, we know that in-ring talent. She doesn't fly, but boy, when she does, it's fun to see. Lash Legends, take it or leave it. That's kind of my opinion. Doesn't really do much for me as far as character.
I feel like the build for this match really hasn't been,
but
yeah. I feel like the build for it has not really been anything other than like just vying for the title, which is the premise for any match really. It's just kind of like they just threw everyone in there. I think the Bella Twins also held the belt at some point. I think that they're going to win that match. They're retiring. Well, they're going to retire. I imagine that they'll probably give them the belt before on the way out.
John Cena action.
Yeah, just kind of like, pay respects and thank you for your time.
I think that is the most likely outcome, other than the outcome that's going to happen, and it's going to be they're just going to retain the title, aren't they? and
That would have been my
keep
second guess.
going, right?
That'd have been my second
At
guess.
the end of the day, for me, like that's would kind of make the most sense. This match is going to be fun because it is a large four-way. Again, for me, too many people, but people like it. It will be interesting to kind of see how they all kind of mingle, if you will, in the ring. But at the end of the day, I think they're just going to retain it and just walk away. Unfortunately, this is the last match of the first night. So that kind of does conclude that night one. Night two is a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. It is the night that I'm a lot more excited about. And same kind of thing with the ESPN thing. They are going to show the first two matches for free and then kind of go on the rest of the whole paid area. But first match on this list of night two for free for you to watch on ESPN is Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. Two absolute massive, big old rack of beef ribs and chicken breast on them.
That's Alien versus Predator.
I think they're going to have to reinforce the ring,
Do
personally.
you think they're going to do anything crazy with the ring?
They better. I want to see some Suplex City take over to Suplex City and the whole ring collapses. And then the whole stadium collapses. I want to see devastation. I want to see a mass casualty incident. Oh, I don't want to say that. I don't mean that. So it is going to be a big match. I think it's a hell of an opener for night two. You're coming off of night one.
That's probably the best free match you'll get.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, Obafemi, it's going to be big. Oba's been pushed so hard the past, I don't know, 2 months. I feel like he's throwing commercials for him during, SmackDown and Raw and all that. Like,
yeah,
that's big, and he is as well. But so is Brock Lesnar, which brings me to that point. Who's going to win this?
Brock.
Because you want that set up with Gunther and Brock. But do you think
No, I think Brock's going to win because Oba's had his way with Brock this entire build-up. Two sweaty big meats slapping together.
We like two beef briskets slapping around the ring.
Rhymes.
Salt, pepper, nothing else. All right. So Brock, I'm going to disagree. But that's because I actually genuinely do disagree. I think the push of Oba has been so big recently. There's nothing on the line. No title, nothing but bragging rights. He's massive.
No, for sure. One of the scariest humans on this planet.
Use Brock to push Oba more. Oh my God.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Take his ass to Suplex City for show, but give him the W at the end of the day.
Oba winning makes me happier.
Yeah, yeah.
But Brock winning seems more realistic.
Of course. So, yeah, heck of an opener. Night two, coming off this high of night one. I think night two is historically your bigger night since they kind of started this 2-night thing. That's usually when your massive big boy matches are and all that, I feel like. So coming off of that night one and your first match of night two is this banger. Like, so good booking on that.
Yeah.
Who the hell am I? Oba's taking it. We know that. So next match on this list, according to this here list, night two, free match, everyone. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match. That's right. So Penta is defending against Dragon Lee, the bouncy boy Javon Evans, JD McDonough, big head, Lord Farquaad looking at Rusev, and of course, everyone's favorite, the masked man himself. No, not Penta. That would be Rey Mysterio, the greatest 5'6" wrestler you'll ever meet in your
That's debatable.
life.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, alrighty. So let's just go. Let's just call it a day. We all know what's going to happen.
This is going to be insane.
Rusev is just going to absolutely walk away with this title.
I'm sorry, Rusev.
I know you're listening, my man, but that's all right. Yeah, no, we love you. You're a hell of an asset. You brought in all this experience back to WWE, absolutely, and we definitely appreciate your return. But at the end of the day, we all know what's going to happen, man. You're going to win, and that's more than I can ask for it. Javon Evans is actually my final answer.
That's a good one.
Just straight up. The amount of push. So they saw this 21-year-old kid as this massive face for the company. Yeah, give me that. And let's face it, man, that boy's bouncy.
Bouncy.
So that's my final answer. I love Penta. Don't get me wrong. But
this is going to be the fastest paced match on the entire card. This is going to be be the match where everyone's chanting "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!"
Yeah, Mexican Destroyer off of the top of a ladder.
You said that.
Penta against JD is going to do that.
That's unholy.
That's okay. We can be unholy as long as we are whole inside. I don't know what that means.
And wholly entertained.
So Javon Evans, that's my pick. He's bouncy, so we know he's going to do some wild stuff on these ladders. I'm assuming. Now, they're hanging up the title on the, like in the middle of the ring, like ladder, like that style.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I have no rebuttal on that. I agree. So with that being said,
I've got Penta.
you've got Penta just taking it.
And that's just because you took Javon Evans.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I will say that I will be keeping my eye on JD McDonough.
Why?
He is very entertaining to watch. And when he is on Raw and he has a match, I'm watching that match because I'm definitely going to see something. I'm going to see a crazy bump. And he leaves it all in the ring. I'm not going to put him up with Shane McMahon in regard to bump tanking. But JD McDonough takes some sick bumps. Like there are some matches where he's taking a bump and I'm going, oh my God, why did you have to do that?
Right. CTE is real, my man.
Yeah. But you got Javon Evans. I think that's a solid pick. I have to take Penta. If you're taking Javon, I have to take Penta.
I'm going to take Javon Evans because I like my boys bouncy, but I do be loving me some Penta. I don't know what really Ray's doing there. He's incredibly talented still.
My thing was this, is that
you know what? No, scratch what I just said there. I don't understand Rusev being there. Because now that I'm looking at
they didn't even like build him up a promo for this that I saw.
Really? Wow.
That I saw.
I mean, that
I saw.
surprise me.
I do sometimes fast forward through commercials and I might overlap right into the middle of a match, but
that's all right. But that is an odd choice. He's a big guy. But he has that contrast to a lot of the flippy floppy bouncy boys.
Yeah.
That everyone else is, let's face it. So
my thing with this is that Rey Mysterio coming in is that there was the rumors that Gunther was going to retire Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. So if like all of a sudden he's good to go, like what changed? Like I don't know.
Right? Yeah. What did change? That we don't know. But what we do know is that Javon Evans is going to win. So moving on, we've got our it's like fifth match down. This isn't the paid section. This is after you freeloaders
have worn out your welcome.
This is Jade Cargill, who's defending this bad boy against Mommy. I don't know much about...
We're both going to come to agreement on this.
Yeah, I go... How about we go at the same time? All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Undertaker.
No, I mean, what's Jade's run on this? Okay,
they booked her inappropriately, too.
As far as the position in the card?
No, just like not giving her matches. Like, I just don't understand. This is what irks me about WWE.
So, yeah, Jade Cargill's had that title since November 1st of 25. She won it from Tiffy.
I feel like she got so much inappropriate heat from everyone because, like, oh, she didn't defend it. Well, like, they don't book her. Like, that's not her fucking fault.
But maybe that's the whole point. Maybe she loves that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'd imagine as much...
I mean, sure, that's great for a workload, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But, I mean...
I agree with you. I want all of
every
the titles just to drop like crazy. Like, so she's had this thing for 160 plus days at this point. Hasn't really been booked appropriately. So I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. Do I see Rhea doing it? Absolutely. But, she's kind of been in that position in the past. So are they going to give that back to her? Sure, probably, because she'll actually fight. Or probably be booked to fight more often.
Yeah.
I would assume. But I don't think Jade's walking away with the title still.
If Rhea loses, I don't think that hurts Rhea at all, though.
It does not.
I feel like if Jade loses, I feel like that buries her.
Okay.
Because she already has enough hate, right? Like, I feel like legitimately people, like, hate her. Which wild. I don't see why. I mean, that people are just stupid behind their computer screens and
cheese-filled brains.
But I feel like it doesn't do any favors to Jade Cargill by losing, unless they have some sort of big push later. Like if Bianca Belair comes back and beats Rhea, and then Jade comes back and has Bianca, unless they work up that story later. Or Rhea Ripley loses, and then we see Bianca Belair come back on SummerSlam, and that's where we see the drop. Because it's not too far to imagine B-Fab and Mishin interfering in the match to cause Rhea to lose. So I feel like the heels always have this advantage to win, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think Rhea necessarily needs a title right now unless they were trying to prop a heel up later. The biggest heel I would say on the women's roster is probably Jade Cargill.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but I think we're past the
diabolical Becky.
Well, no, I think like can like I don't know the mechanics of like the kayfabe mechanics of like switching shows between Raw and SmackDown. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess a heel can do whatever they want to do, right? I mean, they're like, I'm done with Raw. I'm going to SmackDown. I mean, they could do whatever they want to do to write a story. Bianca and Jade, that story is there. And that necessarily doesn't need a title match, but it will make it all the more sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a loss for Rhea doesn't hurt her. But I think a loss for Jade hurts Jade.
Yep. I actually do agree with you for once in my entire life. I do think you make a pretty strong point there regarding Jade's burial if she loses. And I do agree with that. And I do agree that Rhea doesn't need a title. I don't even think Rhea ever needs another title ever.
Yeah, I love Rhea for the way she sells stuff and her facial expressions. Like, she has that down. She can sell like a mug.
Anyways, so yeah, no, she wins. Cargill wins, but it's only to set it up for future events. I think that's an accurate statement. And Rhea's always going to be mommy, so it don't really matter.
Always on top, down.
What she do? Let's see, what we got next?
I want to say this one for last.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to go
Let's do this one because that's another favorite.
That's why I'm doing that. The last, according to this list, and it's a very important point I'm trying to make, according to this list, which I obtained from a random website, the last match on the list of night 2 is the WWE United States Championship match against Sami Zayn and your boy with the lemon pepper steppers, Tricky boy.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, Trick Williams. So Trick Williams is going to 1,000% make his entrance at Allegiant Stadium just amazing. Let's face it. 80,000 people? I don't remember.
80,000 people saying what?
Yeah. Walk that trick. Walk that trick. Walk that trick. Oh, yeah, you gotta do the Lazy Susan. Anyways, no, I think he's going to I think it's his time. He's got this massive pop. The crowd just absolutely goes bananas. And I'm talking about them big bananas over my boy.
I was like, I'm not sure where he's going with big bananas.
Just let the boy cook a little bit.
Where
are we big going? Bananas and Trick Williams.
Okay.
That's right. So, Sami Zayn, I don't ever like him. He's never been my favorite. Yeah, you need to get your fan on. Sami Zayn, never liked him. Don't like his character. Don't like the underdog. It's boring. It's just overplayed. It's just done.
He needs to just embrace being a heel. I've got Trick Williams. I mean, I can't even, even if you say Trick, like, I can't even make the argument for Sami.
Right.
I'm going to be mad if Sami wins. I'll be mad.
Yeah, like actual anger, like punch drywall. Yeah.
And Sami's a legend. Whether you like his character or not, like, his in-ring, like,
I'm going to head out.
All right.
No, you say Trick Williams, but at the end of the day, man, WWE loves Sami Zayn.
They do.
They love Sami Zayn, and I can tell you, I'm going to go on record and say I love Sami Zayn. I know what I just said earlier about how I don't like his character or don't like him and how he's played out and everything. It is his character. He's very talented. Of course he's very talented. They wouldn't keep booking him if he wasn't talented, but like, I'm bored with this freaking character. So turn heel, boy. Shave yo beard, and let's go. Swanton off the top all the way. So Sami Zayn, I don't necessarily want him to have this title any longer than he already has, which according to this list is 14 days, which is 2 weeks, because 7 plus 7 is 14.
I don't understand why there's so much history between Melo and Trick Williams.
Yep.
And so why wouldn't you just do that at WrestleMania unless you're going to cook it all year?
Right. So you think Trick is gonna just walk away with this, and then he's gonna
and Carmelo's gonna forget about it. He's gonna forget about it.
He's just gonna forget the Trick Williams holding the title. You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna forget. Well, no, I mean, it was already said on SmackDown that he's coming for him, but I mean,
right, which is what I'm excited for. It's according to this here match that we've been blessed by the WWE Sammy and Trick at this point in time. Sammy's only had this thing for 2 weeks. Well, I guess.
And so we'll have a total for
by the
3.
time. Yeah, 3 weeks. Won't be the least amount of time somebody's held a title, but I can tell you it's been too long. WWE needs to really step up their game.
Cook, brother.
14 days is way too long for somebody to hold a title.
Cook, brother.
March 27, 2026 was the worst day of my life.
Cook, brother.
SmackDown, that day, I was depressed.
Cook, brother.
Why? Because your boy Sami Zayn walked away with that title.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So Sami is definitely going to win this match, but it's not going to be because I want him to. It's because they have decided that they're just going to give Sami everything that he wants for some reason. And that's not actually trying to intentionally go against you. I do want Trick Williams. I like Trick Williams. The man is on fire. Not literally, that would hurt. But Sami is this weird golden boy of WWE that they have kept pushing and pushing and pushing without any sort of character development, in my opinion. So you're going Trick.
Yes.
Trick's going to win. It's time. We want him to have something to talk about finally, because he keeps wanting to talk about things, but I can tell you he doesn't really want to talk. It seems like maybe he talks too much. I don't know. I like Trick Williams. He's good, but he's going to lose. So now this one, I am just over the moon. Can't tell you how excited I am. I'm getting goosebumps right now as you're starting to play this song, because our fourth match for the second night of WWE is the Demon, Finn fucking Balor. I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it. I've been pissed off at you, WWE. Why
What?
Not giving me my Demon?
What?
Give me my Demon. And
What?
God damn it, they finally listened, and they're giving me my Demon. It's going to be the Demon, Finn Balor, who is all I've ever wanted in any match ever in my life.
You're already stating the winner before
I'm not even going to name who he's fighting, because I love the guy. He's
the
extremely
king
talented.
of the luchadors. This might be the most organic steel man of the night.
It's what if Dominic, he's fighting Dominic, by the way. It's Demon Finn Balor. Dominic
put some respect on his name.
I'm going to put some spec on it, and that's going to be a speck of respect. And I can tell you that's what I have for Dominic Mysterio, okay?
The king of the luchadors.
He's a scumbag.
The greatest
he's totally
Mysterio.
Disowned his father. I mean, his father's a
deadbeat.
freaking WWE World Hall of Famer. However, so the Demon, Finn Balor, is finally being brought out of retirement. That's right. I said retirement because that's what it's felt like. I don't remember the last time I've seen it. 2020, maybe 2021, somewhere in that range. It's been totally just left off of this. He's been left off of the roster. I'll say that. Now, we have to say this match is just a match. No titles, as we know.
It doesn't need one.
It doesn't, because the second that Demon music hits, I'm on the ceiling. I don't care. He's going to not just win this match. He's winning WrestleMania.
You're talking about a petty demon against the king.
Demon.
Against the king of the luchadors, the best Mysterio.
We're talking about a demon, and then you bring up a mortal human. Get out of here.
Tell me something.
King?
Tell me
Get
something.
Outta here.
When did you start growing that mustache?
Dog, I don't know, 30
After?
years ago. Are you trying to tell me that I grew a mustache and shaved the rest of my stuff to look like Dominic Mysterio? He's a scumbag. He has no respect for his family or his family name. He's king of
How can you
luchador.
respect a deadbeat dad?
I can respect a deadbeat dad. I respect my dad, but that's not saying anything.
Let's not unpack that. With that being said, how can you not relate to Dominic Mysterio?
I don't know. It's just really hard for me right now. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, Dominic Mysterio, let's just cut dry. He's incredibly talented, as we know that. His in-ring stuff is just phenomenal. I think that this matchup, even without the whole demon thing, their history together, Judgment Day, whatever.
That story has been brewing for years.
I've been waiting for this to happen ever. Ever since they started to fracture and all that, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be just amazing when it happens.
And not only that, but you get Demon Balor.
Say that name. You can't say that name around me. Anyways, I love the character. I mean, it goes without saying. I love pageantry. I love theater. I love the silliness. I love an incredible entrance. I love all that stuff because that's as important as the actual wrestling, because this is sports entertainment. So I want to be entertained here. So Finn Balor when that demon persona comes out. It's just absolutely it
It's gonna
culminates
be such a good
everything.
match. I'm
I
just
don't
curious.
have Finn Balor winning though.
What?
No, I'm kidding. Of course I.
Okay, so I would be happy if Dominic won, but Finn has said in the past that he cannot bring him back because the losses against the demon have diminished the name. If Demon Balor is coming back, Balor is winning the match.
Strong. I didn't realize that was a reason why that the demon part was not seen for so long, but I mean, I guess it makes sense, sure. But I can't explain how excited I am about this match and that they're actually bringing this character back that I love so much.
My thing for this is that I don't understand why can't we do it like a no disqualification? Like you're bringing the demon, so like
Unsanctioned match,
like if you're bringing the demon, like let the demon run wild.
I agree. I like that. Yeah.
Because you're gonna let the demon out, but he's gonna be constrained by all these rules in a box.
I think that obviously their talents together as opponents, sans demon, is very good. They're both similarly built. I think Dom's obviously a little bit taller and all that, but they're roughly the same height. They do a lot of the same kind of acrobatics and stuff like that. I do think that this is just going to be probably the or one of the top matches. I'm looking through the list right now. The only other one that I see that I'm extremely excited about and not nearly as excited about this would be the Drew and Jacob from night one. But this match right here, this Finn and Dominic match, I don't care that it's like not in a really good position in the card because it is like 4th down. So it's kind of in that like no man's land that I don't really like, but it isn't for a title. It isn't for anything crazy, but Demon is returning.
So honestly, if I can be brutally honest, I think that the reason why they have this in the mid of the night is that it's pretty. I feel like Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, these characters are. I feel like they have like cult followings. This is like something like
this is the like, wrestling fans match.
The people that want to see this are waiting
in it
to see this,
mm-hmm.
And the other people are like, Demon Fowler, when was he Demon?
This? It has been a long enough time for newer fans to not know what that means when he cut that promo and was like, he never mentioned a demon or anything like that. He just mentioned there's a side of me that you've never seen before and I'm going to show you.
Right. And if you know,
and
you
that's
know.
It. Right. And if you know, you're right. And then the little, effects with his eyes or whatever. But like, I think I'm going to go back to what I said and I'm going to reiterate. I think it is the wrestling fans wrestling match.
Yeah.
Is this match right here.
Yeah.
It has all the right stuff, the pageantry, the effects, the funness, the incredible talent. Not to mention, I kind of said it before, but like they're similarly built. They do similar things in the ring. Like they're going to complement each other.
I guarantee you that, and I've said this before in previous episodes, that Finn Balor is kind of like probably assumed this mentorship role where he's like, he's the big name in the stable. He's kind of mentoring them. How many times do you think Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio have been in the ring just kind of like drilling together?
Tons.
Years. When you go in there and you're running drills and you're creating these spots just for like drilling, oh, that would be so cool if it was in a match. What if I did this and you did that? They've been building this for years. I guarantee you they've had spots planned for at least a year out.
Probably. Yeah,
because
probably.
This has been cooking.
So it goes without saying, at least from my perspective, the Demon Finn Balor match and Dominic Mysterio match will be probably the match of WrestleMania, but only for me. As you said earlier, regular old fans and just like passive enjoyers or whatever are going to watch, the World Heavyweight with CM Punk and Roman Reigns and
the big ones,
the big matches. But
as you said, I think it's a wrestler's wrestling match. It's a wrestler's match.
It's going to be a fun time. But that does leave something that I did just mention about 7 seconds ago. The match, the third match of night 2, the World Heavyweight Championship, heavyweight championship between CM Punk and everybody's favorite Samoan,
Dwayne Johnson.
There we go. There it is. Roman Reigns. So third match total is that World Heavyweight Championship between CM and Roman Reigns. They're both incredibly talented. So thoughts, World Championship.
I think Roman Reigns is going to take it.
Really?
And I'm not even trying to steal Mania.
Okay. Why?
I think Roman Reigns has said it clearly in the past. He's not a changed person. He is who he's always said he was, and he's going to be what he says he is.
Yeah, his teeth have always been that white.
Always. I think if they give him the match, they're prepping Rock and Roman. I think the story that they've been building with Roman Reigns is that Roman Reigns can't win without his cousins, right?
Right.
And that he wins without it, and CM Punk gives him his respect. Okay, you did it. Like, I've been talking mad shit about you for however long, but everything I said is now null and void because you did the damn thing. Or Roman Reigns wins by schmucking it up with his cousins, and he's your heel again. And if we're being completely honest here,
Okay.
Raw is the flagship show.
Yeah, I think it is now. Yeah.
It's on Netflix. All your big names are on there.
Yeah.
If you're going to position your top boy on there, that's the show to position him in.
Okay.
I think either way, if you want to have Roman win without his cousins or with, I think the story tells itself either way. I don't think there's a bad story to tell on either way the coin flips if you want to have both of it. Now, if CM Punk wins, I don't think that necessarily.
How's the build been?
They've been showing up beefing, and it's been cooking. If CM Punk wins, that doesn't do any favor. Like, I don't even know if it does any favors for CM Punk. I feel like CM Punk can lose, and CM Punk will still be where he is the day before WrestleMania. I feel like it hurts. I don't think it hurts Roman Reigns a lot, but then if Roman Reigns doesn't win without bringing his cousins in, then it just proves CM Punk right. It proves that he can't do it by himself, and then that diminishes his character.
Right.
If he still wins with the schmaz with his two cousins, then it just shows that CM Punk will still dominate even with cousin interference.
I agree. But no, I do agree that it will only prove his point in saying that you obviously can't win without your people.
What does that do for Roman? Unless Roman's trying to walk his way out the door, which I can see him doing.
I don't blame him. You did it. You won wrestling. Let's face it. Like,
yeah,
you won. That
it's going to be a long time for someone comes back and does what you did.
1,083 or whatever days.
No, that, but stay relevant.
Correct.
And not be like tired of it. Like, even when we were tired of it, we were tired because we just didn't like him. And he leaned into the fact that, yeah, I don't have to show up.
Right.
Like, I'm showing up to the wrestling matches that matter. I don't need to wrestle you on a SmackDown. Like, why? You're beneath me. And he made that into his character.
Agreed.
And I just don't think that.
It's like God.
Essentially, yeah.
Samoan God. But if I had to pick, it would just be CM Punk's going to walk back away with it.
If he walks away, I'd be interested to see what Roman Reigns does.
Roman needs this more.
CM Punk doesn't need it. I mean, like, CM Punk is CM Punk. He's going to have his cult following. He left WWE under terrible circumstances, and people still chanted his name for 10 years. I just don't see what Roman Reigns is doing if he loses. If he loses clean, what does that story look like? Because he's already gone through this time of atonement after he lost the bloodline, right? And he's kind of been doing his thing, making amends with his family. But then he came back and started acting like a dick, and he was talking to his cousins like, you can leave my ring now. And you could start seeing that right. Side come back.
It's creeping back. I did notice that.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Okay, whatever it was. I did see that and was very like, the hell? Didn't y'all just like kind of get back together and like be cool with each other?
And then there was that talk with Paul Heyman saying like the bloodline story is only in the 7th inning. And then if we're getting into the pinnacle of the bloodline story ends with The Rock.
Final.
It ends with him. If you're looking at the biggest Samoan wrestler, it's The Rock. And then you could arguably say one of the biggest wrestlers, period, is The Rock. The Rock only wrestled with WWE full time, maybe 3 years. And that just goes to show that his personality weighs that much. So that's just how big he is. And I think that the bloodline story, like that's what Roman Reigns has to do. After he beats The Rock, Roman Reigns can lose whatever. He can go off into the sunset and he can lose. It doesn't matter what the story is, because unless his defeat here is only further character development for what he has to do to beat The Rock. I'm getting way too serious,
do you think that is even a possibility that like
I think it has to happen, because Roman Reigns has already toppled everyone that there is. Even though Cody beat him at WrestleMania, he beat Cody.
I think if you were to walk up to a 19-year-old kid in Adelaide, Australia, and you ask him, like, name one wrestler now, there's a very strong possibility that he would say The Rock.
Right.
Because that's just the influence that he has had. And yes, like you said, the time in full-time WWE was quite short, but that just shows that he's huge. I do agree. I think he does recognize and respect the fact that WWE made him who he is today, but
I got Roman Reigns.
okay.
All that to say, I've got Roman Reigns. I just think that the story ends there for Roman, and I don't see how that doesn't happen. I don't see how that happens without the WWE title.
One thing we have not talked about at all is any interference. I know we kind of touched on it there, but like we have not talked about any interference in any of these matches. We know WWE loves interference
At WrestleMania. I mean, mostly all these matches probably have interference, except for the ones that are in their own orbit, like Brock Lesnar and Oba.
So you think that there is going to be more interference than no interference?
Correct.
So you think
because most of these people are in a
60
stable.
to 75% of the matches are going to have interference?
Yeah, most of them are in a stable.
I agree. And WWE loves interference.
This one has the least amount of like, even though Roman is tethered to his bloodline, I think you have less of a chance of interference. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like if the story that they're telling is that Roman Reigns can't win without his cousins, this is the time to tell it.
Yeah.
You got CM Punk, I got Roman. I don't know.
Yeah, that
I
one's
feel like
such
it could
a
fall either way,
toss-up.
though.
It could and it will like fall anyway. I don't have any preference.
And I think
either
that
way.
even if he lost, they would tell the story. They would tell the story. I think
Yes.
him winning is the most straightforward way of telling a story. But if CM Punk win, I have no doubt that they will not fail to tell the story moving forward.
All
That got
right.
way too serious.
Okay, good answer.
Yeah,
Well, I think that's it.
that's it.
Remember, always change your socks.